Exactly 1 year ago today, my life changed forever, just because I took a shower. Let me explain. I'd been to the gym, I got back, it was quite late at night, I jumped into the shower. I bent really quickly to dry my legs with a towel, and I ruptured something in my spinal cord called a spinal cavernoma. I didn't even know I had it, and unfortunately, it's changed my life. This is my story of the day it actually happened, how I looked after it had just happened. I had no idea how serious this was. I spent a week in the Hereford County Hospital, and then I spent a week in the Queen Elizabeth. This is what happened. I was taken to the Hereford County Hospital. They did an x-ray and they found that the left side of my back was in a spasm. They thought that I damaged a disc. I was sent out with some strong painkillers. I couldn't even walk properly. I was using a wheelchair. I then had to call another ambulance a couple of days later. This was the Sunday. This time they admitted me to the hospital and I had to have an MRI scan. It was so painful because by now I couldn't even walk to the toilet. My back was in absolute pieces. I was admitted, and after the MRI scan, I wake to find a nurse at my bed saying I'd got blood in my spinal cord. They found I had a ruptured spinal cavernoma. It was a major injury that was blocking the nerves to my legs. The pressure in my spinal cord was getting worse because of the bleeding. I was transferred to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham, and I was there for another week. It was quite scary when you're told you've got a lesion in your spinal cord and they're working on finding what it was, but they were fairly sure it was a cavernoma. After a week, I was allowed out, but I couldn't go home because I have stairs and I could only walk with a Zimmer frame. So I went to stay at my partner's bungalow because otherwise there was no way I could make the stairs. Now 1 year on, I'm incredibly grateful that I can still walk, that I'm not in a wheelchair, but I do have a lot of leg pain and back pain. I'm due to have another MRI scan. Of course, I'll let you know how I get on with that. The consultant thinks I have arachnoiditis, which is like sticky nerves due to the damage in my spinal cord, which is causing feelings like ants running up my legs. They're not really, but that's what it feels like. And it feels like I've torn my hamstring. It feels like I've torn my thigh muscles, stabbing pains in my foot and such. But we're getting there. So yeah, onwards and upwards. If you'd like to follow my journey and support me, then please subscribe. That would be awesome. See you tomorrow with a video of Shelsley Walsh.